We're talking about Knowledge of the Future in movies, YouTube channel, Easter Egg Psychic. Alright, the classic Star Trek television episode, Requiem for Methuselah. I believe this may show future references to the Star Trek movies. These are 13 films released between 1979 and 2016. The 1969 Star Trek episode Requiem for Methuselah. Season 3, episode 19. So the cast in this includes Trek regulars William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelley, James Doohan, and Nichelle Nichols. Guest stars in this one, James Daly and Louise Sorel. So in this episode, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy beam down to a planet, and they're looking for a substance that will be key in producing a treatment to the deadly Rigelian fever, which has struck the Enterprise crew. There they meet the lordly character Flint, and they're taken to his abode, a lavish and palatial, containing one of the galaxy's most impressive collections of artwork. And he also has an android companion played by Louise Sorel. This is Rayna. Alright, so looking at this episode, your anchor and indicator that the future Star Trek movies are being described. Pretty simple to recognize. Both Rayna and Flint are shown at several points throughout the episode, seated in front of a television or video display. Then another indicator, the art collection of Flint itself, and the fact that later on he shrinks the Enterprise, and the model of the Enterprise starship, it sits on a table. Flint's sentry robot called the M4, similar to the design of that shown in Season 2, Episode 3 of the Star Trek Classic series. This was the Changeling, broadcast in 1967. So this episode features NOMAD, and according to the story, Star Trek takes place in the 23rd century, and they mention NOMAD was an early space probe of Earth launched in the 21st century. Think the Voyager probes launched in the 70s. And that's your link to Star Trek the Motion Picture. The story of the Changeling is rehashed and retold in some part in that film in 1979. That's the first Trek movie. And in this, there's a massive cosmic menace that threatens the Federation. And a spoiler alert, at the end of the film, it's revealed that in part the alien threat is the remnants of the Voyager 6 space probe launched by NASA in the 20th century, believed lost in a black hole. At 6 minutes 30 seconds into the episode, McCoy mentions that among Flint's literary collection are a Gutenberg Bible printed in the 1450s and a first folio containing the collected works of playwright William Shakespeare. This was published in 1623. And now both of these are applicable to the plots of future Star Trek films. The subject of God was covered in Star Trek V: The Final Frontier in 1989. So in this, the renegade Vulcan Sybok hijacks the Enterprise and directs it to the galaxy's center on a quest, he claims, to search for God. And William Shakespeare is mentioned in the next film, Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country in 1991. In this, Christopher Plummer's character, the Klingon General Chang, is familiar with the works of Shakespeare and even quotes Shakespeare's Julius Caesar in the film's climactic battle. My YouTube channel is Easter Egg Psychic. There I go back and look at movies and television from the past. I analyze these for possible references to future media. These may appear in the form of anecdotes, idioms, anagrams, hidden in the subtext of the work in question. I also use an unconventional method where I look at the likenesses of the actors. And what I found is you can take the likenesses, match these up to some of the anecdotal items, and show past, present, and future information about actors and other personalities who may resemble the personalities in the movie or television episode that you're watching. My email contact is eastereggguy, that's GUY, @yahoo.com. Thanks for watching.